These 11 words will supercharge your sales. And stick around to the end because I'm going to share with you the one word that you should never use in sales conversations. I wish I knew this when I got started in sales, because the power of your voice and the power of your words are what dictate your influence, but most importantly, your earning potential. So I hope that by watching this video, we're able to increase your earning potential together. Now, let's get started. The first word on the list is the word even, because I'm going to help you make your sales even better. So you can see as I use even better, if I just said, I can make your sales better, well, I'm implying that you're not good enough at sales. But by using the word even, I'm going to make your sales even better. I'm going to build you up because you're already good, and this is going to make you even better. And I can also use the word even to explain how much more valuable something is compared to something else. So as an example, if you're offering a best, better, good system, and maybe your good package, or your better package rather, has synthetic underlayment versus traditional felt, I don't want to like downplay the other system as it's not good enough. I might say, hey, with our better roof system, and of course you'll use your own name, we use synthetic underlayment, which is even better than felt because, and then we can go through all the explanations. So using the word even better than is going to help supercharge your sales. Number 2 on the list, it's one of my favorites. Imagine this, pulling up in your driveway, looking up and having the most beautiful roof in the neighborhood. And when I use the word imagine, this is going to act as, in the NLP or neuro-linguistic programming world, as a command. I'm telling them to imagine in their mind's eye. Now, imagine this. See, I use it and I don't even realize I'm using it anymore because I use these things so much. If you're trying to upgrade a homeowner into a stone-coated steel or a standing seam roof, or maybe even an impact-resistant shingle, I could say, imagine never having to replace your roof again, okay? This is getting a prospect, and it's called in the copywriting world, future pacing, as in getting them to visualize themselves after they've purchased from you, experiencing this incredible outcome. So we're putting them in this place of feeling so happy and so satisfied, assuming the sale. Number 3 on the list, picture. Picture this. Very similar to the previous word, imagine. Picture is used for vivid imagery. So I want to just explain this distinction here for a minute. When I use the word imagine this, I'm really creating an emotional landscape. But when I say picture this, I want to create a visual or visceral landscape in the mind of the prospect. So I could say, picture your home with brand new, beautiful blue siding that's going to contrast gorgeously with those rose bushes in front. So I'm painting a picture in someone's mind, and I'm doing it for the same reason as using the word imagine. I'm trying to get them to picture themselves already purchasing, whether it's siding or a new roof, windows, whatever it is, already, because we are, in a sense, assuming the sale. In this, your ability to create visual imagery in the prospect's mind is going to supercharge your selling even more. See what I did there? Number 4 on the list is the word because. You're going to hear me say it a lot now that I just taught you this. And there was a really beautiful experiment done in the neuro-linguistic programming world to check the effectiveness of the word because. So I'm going to give you the synopsis here. Now, this experiment was done back in the day when people still were using copy machines. So there was a copy machine at, I believe it was a college, and there was a long line. They had someone come up and say, hey, can I cut in line? And 60% of people said that you could. But then they added the word because. So this was the second version. Can I cut in line because I have copies to make? So they added the word because. And it's funny, you think about this, like, because I have copies to make. Well, of course, like, that's why we're in line to use copy maker. Well, it went from a 60% compliance rate to 93%. Why? Because when humans hear the word because, we search for meaning. And we assume that there's significant meaning to what comes after the word because. So then they tried it again, and they wanted to use a very legitimate reason. And they said, hey, can I cut in line because I'm in a rush? And guess what? 93% to 94%. That's it. In other words, good excuse or bad excuse, it didn't matter. That's the power of the word because. And you can use this in so many different ways. Like if you want to explain that, as an example, I'm going to stitch these concepts together for you right now. All right. So we're going to say, hey, Most of our homeowners choose to upgrade to synthetic underlayment because, watch this, it's even more durable than felt. So you can see how I'm using this. So like, picture this. It's the last roof you're ever going to need because your roof is going to act like it's wearing a high-performance rain jacket where the moisture and heat's going to rise out, but no water is going to come in. So you can see I can start blending all of these elements together. Number 5 on the list is the word when. Now this one's powerful, but in a really subtle way, because when I use the word when, what I'm doing is I'm creating an opening. And you'll see what I mean by creating an opening. If I wanted to convince a homeowner to replace their roof instead of repair it, which 9 out of 10 times is actually cheaper in the long run, I could, instead of saying, hey, you know, your roof is leaking and here are 2 options, I could say something like this. Many homeowners, when they experience a leak, choose to replace their roof instead of repair it because, and then I can explain the reasons. So when this happens, then do this. Here's another example, okay? When roofers are really feeling this pressure of all the changes that are happening in the roofing industry, they join RSRA because they don't have to go through it alone. Now, that is how I communicate when roofers join RSRA and why. Because, but you'll notice we could spin that in a variety of different ways. I could say when roofers struggle with recruiting and finding people in today's climate, they join RSRA because we can help with that. When roofers don't know how to navigate AI, they join RSRA because we're having roundtables sharing how we do that. When roofers are having a hard time making that transition from storm to retail, they join RSRA because we provide in the trenches support, live leadership roundtables, shared SOPs, door-to-door scripts, etc. All of that is the combination of these words. So when I say when to a homeowner, what you're doing is creating that opening for them to say, hey, when this happens, I turn here. It's another form of neuro-linguistic programming. So they search for this thing that you prime them to look for and then say, well, they told me when that happens, I do this. So the word when, powerful when you learn to use it right. Number 6, this one's great. The word free. Now it's amazing. When I started in selling, I was like, free sounds cheesy. I'm going to use the word complimentary. And I used to try that at the door, like, we're offering complimentary inspections. And then I started doing a bunch of testing with writing ads online and getting real-time data. And these research studies have been done to exhaustion because they almost always say the same thing. The word free outperforms at no cost or complimentary. So when you're talking with folks, if you're running a promo, instead of like get an upgrade, make sure it's a free upgrade or a free gutter cleaning or a free home inspection. Anything that you are adding in at no cost, don't say no cost, don't say complimentary, use the word free. People love it. Number 7 on my list. This is one of my favorites and you are going to love it. And that's what it is. It's the word you. And if you use the word you, which I know some people are going to say, hey, well, the sweetest sound in the English language is the sound of your own name, right? And using people's names, it can be so overused. But when you have a conversation with someone and you use the word you, it creates a very personalized connection. And instead of using, any other words, just use the word you. Interchange their name, but do that one periodically. It creates a lot of intimacy and personal connection in the sales process, and it makes the person that you're speaking with feel like the only one in the room. Number 8, and this one is another one of my favorites from neuro-linguistic programming because it is what's called an embedded command. It's how you get people to do things now. That's it. That's the word. It's now, right? You'll notice, and you can learn a lot from infomercials, even though they're written really cheesy. They have so much money behind them and so many studies that they can dictate what words work and what don't. Now, you'll notice that when you're listening to an infomercial, they don't say, call today. What do they say? Call now, right? Call right now. So I can give someone a command, an embedded command to call your insurance company right now to call in the claim, right? Or maybe if I'm in the retail environment and say, hey, let's hop on our website right now and see if we can get you pre-approved for financing. So using the word now indicates that it will get done. And it's a very soft way just to remind someone that we're doing this right now and not waiting. And it's important that you use this very gently and delicately, because if you use it forcefully, if you're saying like, let's get this deal done right now, that can be very aggressive. But if I said something like, hey, all we need right now is an autograph right here, and we're ready to rock and roll. And you'll see I just slipped in the word now to imply that we are getting this project done. And again, you can use it to get them to call them the claim, to fill out their credit app for financing. It's a very subtle word, and it is really powerful when you use it the right way. Number 9 on the list is really easy to slip in pretty much anywhere, and that's the word. It's the word easy. People love things that are free and easy, and when you combine those together, it's great. So I could be at the door and talk to a homeowner and say, hey, we're in the neighborhood offering free inspections. It's really easy. You don't need to leave your house, right? So as an example, you can use it at the door. You can also use it to describe the service experience that you give folks. We're the easiest contractor to work with. Why? Because all you have to do is pick colors, and we give you text and email updates every step along the way. So wherever you can slip in the word easy, like we have an easy process to get pre-approved for financing. We have an easy customer service experience. This process will be really easy for you. You can see how easy it is to use the word easy and why it'll supercharge your sales. Number 10 on my list is the word without. This is a great way to link up a benefit and then remove someone's fear. And I'll give you a classic example of this. So I like to use weight loss examples because they're relevant to most people, and we can see these marketing and sales concepts in real time. Lose weight without having to work out. So if I said without having to work out, it's like, oh, I want to lose weight, but I want to go to the gym, yada, yada, right? Lose weight without changing your diet, right? Imagine this. Get your roof replaced without having to deal with contractors that never call you back. The best customer service experience without a pushy sales process. So use the word without to tie in your benefit and the fear or frustration that a homeowner has. So think through where and how in your process you can use the word without, right? Easy roof replacements without all the headaches. It's magic. Number 11 on the list is instantly, and I love this one. Instantly can be used to create instant gratification through a process that's not really sexy, like replacing a roof. Now, as an example, if I got up on the roof, maybe I'm at the door and the homeowner's like, I don't know if I want an inspection. I can say something like, listen, we're going to put together a photo and video report for you. So you're going to instantly know by seeing for yourself whether or not you need to do anything about your roof, right? That's the word instantly. Or how about another one? We have an easy way to give you a pre-approval on credit instantly right now. And I just tied in easy and instantly. Anytime you can make something happen like this, just let folks know by using the word instant or instantly. People love things fast, and this is the best way to give it to them. And now for the bonus word, the one word that you should never use in your sales appointments. Now, I do have to give you a little backstory so this makes sense, okay? Because this is new for me when I learned it, and I'm gonna guess if you're gonna pick it up. Man, I'm gonna try to get to the gym tonight. Did you hear it? It's the word try. In stage hypnosis, you may have seen people that do this trick. They're like, put your hands together and try to pull them apart as hard as you can. And then there's some people that can't do it. And what happens is these stage hypnotists will do these little experiments when they're in an audience to see who is easy to influence. And they'll select that person to get up on stage, and they get them into a trance and say, try to pull your hands apart. And they know that this works because when you use the word try, the human mind says, oh, try means I'm giving myself an out. I don't want to do that, or I can't do that. Therefore, subconsciously, we associate the word try with I'm not able to. So never say, I will try to get back to, I will try to get the estimate done. Use assertive words and make a commitment. I hope this video helps you make even more sales. And if you want even more training just like this, then consider joining our SRA. There's a link in the description below. I'll see you inside.